Good morning, all. My name is Misna Fitha. Today I talk about Ambedkar criticism on caste system. First, I talk what is caste system. The caste system is a traditional social structure in India in which society is divided into different groups based on birth. A person's caste determines their social status, occupation, and marriage relation, and it usually can be changed. It's arranged in a hierarchical order: Brahmins, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Brahmins are traditionally regarded as the highest group in the fourfold Varna system of Hindu society. The term Brahmins is derived from the word Brahman, which refers to ultimate reality or scared knowledge in Hindu philosophy. Brahmins were regarded as a priestly and scholarly class. Their occupation were mainly connected with religion, education, and the preservation of scared knowledge. Then Kshatriya. Kshatriyas are the second Varna in the traditional fourfold Varna system of Hindu society after the Brahmins. The word Kshatriya is derived from Sanskrit word Shastra, which means power of authority. Kshatriya were traditionally associated with rule, protection, and welfare. Vaishyas are the third Varna in the traditional fourfold Varna system of Hindu society after Brahmin and Kshatriya. The word Vaishya is derived from the Sanskrit word Vish, meaning people or community. Vaishya were mainly associated with trade, commerce, agriculture, and economic activities. Shudra are the fourth Varna in the traditional fourfold Varna system of Hindu society after Brahmins, Kshatriya, and Vaishya. They were traditionally considered the serving class in ancient Indian society. The primary duty of Shudra was to serve the other three Varnas. Their occupation mainly included manual labor and service-oriented work. The main features of caste system. Hierarchical structure. Hierarchical structure refers to a system in which individual groups or ideas are arranged in different levels according to power, authority, importance, or status. One of the strong examples is the traditional caste system in India, where society was divided into different levels such as Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Endogamy, marriage within caste. According to Ambedkar, the real foundation of caste is endogamy. The Indian caste system, people traditionally marry within their own caste. Brahmin marry Brahmin and Muslim marry Muslim. Intercaste marriage was traditionally discouraged or punished. Social and religious restrictions. The caste system imposes strict rules. Lower caste were often prohibited from entering the houses of upper caste. Even the shadow of an untouchable was believed to cause pollution. Lower caste were not allowed to share meals with higher caste. Food cooked by lower caste was often considered impure. Lower caste were forced into menial or polluting job. Lower castes were denied entry into temple. They were not allowed to participate equally in religious rituals. Then Ambedkar criticism on caste system. Dr. Ambedkar developed his powerful criticism of the caste system not merely as a scholar but as a victim of its cruelty. Born into the Mahar community, which was treated as untouchable, Ambedkar experienced humiliation and a exclusion from early childhood. In his book Waiting for a Visa, the mentioned some experience like denial to water, separate seating in class, teacher avoiding touching his notebook, etc. Then caste as a graded inequality. Ambedkar argued that the caste is a not simple division of between high and low, but a system
of graded inequality. Each caste considered itself superior to this below and interfere to those above. This structure prevents collective unity among the oppressed. According to him, this graded hierarchy is the most dangerous features of caste because it normalizes inequality. He explained this clearly in Annihilation of Caste. Then, caste is not division of labor, but division of labors. Ambedkar rejected the argument that caste is based on functional division of Ambedkar labor. He started that caste is a division of labors fixed by birth and not by ability. It restricts occupational mobility and suppresses individual talent for him. The system destroyed economic efficiency and personal freedom. Religion's action of caste. Ambedkar strongly criticized Hindu scripture for supporting caste hierarchy. He argued that caste is service because it is given religious legitimacy. Unless the authority of the Shastras is questioned, caste cannot be destroyed. He insisted that social reform must include a rejection of scriptural justification of inequality. Then, endogamy as the root of caste. In his early academic paper, Caste in India, their mechanism, genesis and development, Ambedkar explained that endogamy, marriage within same caste, is the key mechanism that sustains caste. By restricting marriage, caste preserve its purity and hierarchy across generation. Then, caste restored liberty, equality, and fraternity. Ambedkar argued that caste is the fundamentally opposite to democracy. Democracy requires liberty, equality, and fraternity, but caste denies all three. It denies liberty by fixing occupation and status by birth. The last Ambedkar solution to caste system. The solution to the caste system, according to B.R. Ambedkar, is not reform but a complete annihilation of caste. Then restrictions of religious authority. Uh, the first then must be destroyed the authority of Shastra because religious leader because religious leaders and priests have a unquestionable authority. Scripture like the Manusmriti and Bhagavad Gita support the Varna system. Then people must stop believing that scripture are divine and unquestionable. Then promotion, promotion of intercaste marriage uh, breaks break the caste boundaries. Marriage create a blood relation when who caste intermarry division begin to disappear. Caste depends on the belief that some group are pure and the other are impure. Intermarriage destroy this belief. Then education and social awareness. Education. Ambedkar believed education is the strongest weapon against oppression. People must understand that caste is man-made, not divine, divinely created. Okay, awareness to help people question scripture, scripture and tradition than support in inequalities. Why cannot? Where Ambedkar criticism of the caste system is one of the most powerful and radical social critique in the modern India, beginning from his own painful experience of untouchability. He developed a deep philosophical and sociological analysis of caste as a system of graded inequality. For Ambedkar, caste was not merely a social division but a structure that denied human dignity, equality, and freedom. In his work, Annihilation of Caste, he clearly argued that caste is sustained by religious authority, endogamy, and hierarchical ideology. He rejected the idea that caste could be
reformed. Instead, he demanded its complete annihilation because it is fundamentally opposite to democracy and social justice. Ambedkar believed that political democracy would remain without a social democracy. Liberty, equality, and fraternity principle he later helped
Next one.
in Indian constitution cannot coexist with caste hierarchy. Therefore, his criticism of caste is not only protects against oppression but also a vision of just and a human society.